welcome back to my channel. It certainly has been quite a long time since I've uploaded here on the channel, and I thought I would come back and explain a little bit of what's going on and give you a little bit of a games update and some of the games that I've been playing. But yeah, no, the past month I've been missing, and that's been mainly due to spending more time with my family. Many of you know, here in Ontario, if you've watched other videos of mine, we've been under various lockdowns. And this past lockdown not only has been pretty long, but also has taken a toll on my family. You know, with parks not open, malls, everything closed that is not essential, workplaces, you can't really visit family and friends, and being that it's summer, when I'm making this right now, it's the end of June. You want to go out and you want to see people. You want to go to beaches. You want to do all these different things, and it was pretty tough to go through some of that. And so we ended up having some people. My daughter's not feeling well and having some post fatigue from being inside all the time and not going out, and my wife started not feeling too well. And so I thought that I needed to take some time to help my family and also for myself to heal and feel better for who I am as a person. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing well, though. I hope that the pandemic hasn't got you guys down yet, and I hope if it has, I hope that you could find some salvation and find a way to brighten your day. And if it's coming to my channel and watching me, I feel very honored and privileged to fulfill some of that role for you. And again, I want to say thank you to everybody out there who's either watched, supported, or liked, or just even watched 10 seconds of this video. I find it absolutely mind-blowing that anybody would want to listen to some guy talk on the internet about gardening, gaming, his life, or anything. I find it absolutely mind-boggling and thrilling at the same time, especially if anything I say or do can help somebody else in their life, which is mainly why I do some of this stuff, as well as for my own daughters. For one day, if they want to get information on something that I've talked about, they could find me on the internet. But anyway, so speaking of some of the salvation during all this crazy times that we're living in, I have been playing a number of various video games, in part to escape all the stuff that's going on and also to kind of bring my family together. And so I think the last games that I've been playing update was, I think, back in February. So that was quite a long time ago. Since then, as many of you know, I made a list of games that I wanted to beat in 2021. And to be honest with you, I'm more than half of the games on that list are gone, which is great. So we're almost halfway through the year, and I've completed a little over half of the games. I think 11 games out of the 20. And that's fantastic. So I think I'm doing pretty well on finishing a lot of these games. And one of the games that I finished actually just a couple of days ago, and it took a lot of my time, actually, was Fire Emblem Echoes, or Shadows of Valentia. Excellent Fire Emblem game. I really enjoyed this game quite a bit. I think they did a great job with it. I enjoyed my time. The story was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Took you away in no time. But I definitely put in 44 hours, and it did take a lot of my time. I started it a month ago exactly, and it's been a great journey. Now, having completed it, I feel great about that and getting it off of my backlog and off the list of games that I wanted to beat in 2021. So that was great. But the problem is, at the same time that I started to play Fire Emblem, I don't know what I was thinking, but anybody out there who's played RPGs, and technically the Fire Emblem series is an RPG, it's a strategy-based RPG and turn-based. Usually you only play one at a time. Because they're laborious, they take a lot of time investment, there's a lot of story going on, and you really want to sink your teeth into it, right? At least I do. For some reason, this year in 2021, I have a lot of games on my list that are RPGs. And over the last month, I thought, yeah, I'm going to play Fire Emblem on my 3DS, and that can take on the go or wherever I want to play. But I'm also going to play, for some reason, start playing The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Again, this is a phenomenal game. I'm about maybe 15 hours in, and it's a really good game. Graphics are superb. I'm kind of mad I waited so long to play it. It's great. I've been enjoying my time with it. I haven't been able to put as much time as I would like into it, in part because, again, this is another action RPG, and you can just explore to your heart's content. And when you're already playing another RPG, it's kind of difficult. But I was stupid, even more stupid. And I thought, hey, while I'm doing that, because that's a Switch game, I'll play The Witcher. The Witcher 3 on PlayStation 4. Another massive action RPG. And the problem is I've played maybe 2 hours of this and got almost exactly where I was when I first, sort of experienced it briefly when I first bought the game. They're massive RPGs, and I normally I never do this. I have never played multiple RPGs at once. I have a good memory, thank goodness, to be able to sort out the different storylines. But the problem is that each requires so much time investment, and they can definitely bog you down, especially if you have other things to do. So what's important is both The Witcher 3 and Zelda Breath of the Wild are on my list to complete in 2021. And I can tell you right now, both are great games. And I'm looking forward to finishing them. I just wish I hadn't played them all at once. So that was my stupidity. But if that wasn't enough, right? So right there you've got 3 RPGs. I've also been playing since February Genshin Impact. So that's a game, I think I mentioned even back then in that video, that a friend of mine, my friend who always had all the games and I was a kid, and I talk a lot about him on the channel, he's a great friend of mine, had recommended to play Genshin Impact, and it is still fantastic. I've probably put about 22 to maybe 30 hours. It's a really, really, really good game. Again, it's a free-to-play game. You can buy premium currency and all that. But it's a really good game. It definitely sucks me. I was playing a little bit last night, actually, and very, very good game. Again, though, it's another action RPG, so another lot of story elements going on there that will require a lot of time investment, unfortunately. So I feel bad for doing that. But then on top of that, so if I don't have enough RPGs going on, I have been playing with my daughter. So this one has been okay, and it's something that I think many people have already seen me talk about before, is playing through Pokemon Sword and Shield. My daughter, who's 2.5, absolutely loves Pokemon, and so her and I have been going through playing this again, and we restarted, and so I've been going through it again. I think I'm at the 7th gym, playing with her. And that's helped her actually a lot. And again, the Pokemon franchise is also a turn-based RPG. So you've got all these RPGs that I'm playing. So it's been a lot, and a lot of time investment, and a lot of storylines and plots, and it has been nuts playing all of that. But I have had a lot of fun. I have also been playing you have to sort of take a break between all these RPGs, right? And so for some reason, about 2 weeks ago, I just wanted to play a game, but I didn't want to play an RPG. I wanted something that could play fast, and it was something very different than a long RPG. So I decided to play Crash 2 from the Crash N. Sane trilogy. Now this is a game that I also have on my list to beat in 2021. So going through and beating Crash 2 would be actually quite productive. And I'll be honest with you, having this has been such a relief to play this, because it really changes your whole thinking pattern. You're doing an action platformer, you're jumping around, you have to go quick, and the levels are short. And I've been really enjoying Crash 2. I'm now on the second portal area where you go between different portals. I think there's 5 levels, if I remember correctly, or 5 warp rooms, and I'm on the second warp room. So I've just, sort of started really, but it's been a lot of fun just to be able to jump between RPG, which is so heavily invested in your mind and thinking and stories, to something that's really fast and quick, and I love it. It's been fantastic. Another game I've been playing a lot of recently is a game that I got free on the PSN for being a member on the PlayStation Network, and that's called Lovers in a what is it called? Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. And that's been a really, really fun game. I've had it for a long time, and I think it came out a long time ago, and we got it free on the PlayStation quite some time ago. And I've actually really enjoyed it. You're a group of space bunnies and creatures that had this whole universe and their whole society based on love, which is great. And then something happens, and you lose some of that love, and you have to go find and fix and bring the love back and fix their space station that generates all this love and things. And so I remember I originally downloaded it, must have been 4 years ago, because my sister and I were going to play it together, because you can play couch co-op. And I downloaded a lot of games to play couch co-op, but then when my sister moved and then I moved and to different cities, you don't get to do that very often, so a lot of these games just sat. And for some reason I thought, hey, let's just try this game out, and I realized you can play it single player, and when you do so, you get a pet that helps be your second player that you can control as well, and they can sort of semi-autonomous by firing weapons or something on your little ship that you're flying through space. It's sort of like a space shooter, and it's been really, really fun. I've beaten, I think I'm halfway through. So it's very good. It's a short game. Again, the levels are pretty quick. Very, very important, and has saved me a lot of headaches and a lot of issues with all these RPGs. I still don't know why I did that. It's been very... I've never done this many RPGs before, and I probably won't be doing it again. Another game that I've been playing quite a bit, actually, is Jurassic World Evolution. I've already played through it once, and I played through it when it was first launched, and I bought it at launch. It's a fantastic park builder. I love Jurassic Park. I mean, I'm wearing a Jurassic Park t-shirt. I love Jurassic Park. I love the franchise. I love the series. I think it's fantastic. I've read the books. I just love it. And I've always, I was a member as a kid, wanting to, bring back dinosaurs or learn more about dinosaurs, and wish I could touch a dinosaur. So when things like these park builders where you can bring dinosaurs back, I'm always a fan. And when they announced Jurassic World Evolution, all those years ago, I was so excited. And I bought it day one, played it, unlocked all the islands, got as many of the dinosaurs as I could, loved it. But since then, they have made a whole bunch of DLCs and expansion content, and I haven't played that. And so I realized this, and I decided to get those expansions and dig up more dinosaur bones and make new paddocks with new species of dinosaurs, and it's actually really re-enthralled me again into this park builder, and it's getting me hyped up again because the last Jurassic World film is coming out soon. And not just that, but I did see that they are making Jurassic World Evolution 2, which I seen the trailer, and oh my goodness, it is fantastic. It's going to be a great park builder. I'm actually so excited to see it and play it when it, I believe, releases later this year. So this is really getting me stoked for that, to see how they've changed things. So I've definitely been playing that. And of course, as always, I've been playing Civ. I play Civ a lot with my wife, and sometimes just on my own. And so I've always enjoyed Civ. It's always a game that's very relaxing and really takes your mind off of things. So yeah. So those are the games I've been playing. Let me know in the comments down below what games you're currently playing. And also, have you ever played as many RPGs as I have at once? Because I can tell you right now, I'm really regretting playing so many. because, as I said, they definitely take your time, and it's hard to divert where you're going. Normally when I play video games, I usually play, if I'm going to play an RPG, I always have, like a shooter or a fighting game or a platformer to kind of play as well, that I can break it up. And it's usually on a different system. It's not usually on the same system. So I've really find it interesting how I've chosen to play all these different RPGs and all these different systems. It's mind-boggling, and I'm very stupid for doing so. But anyways, guys, thank you so much, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. And take care. I hope you all do well, and I will speak with you all soon. Okay. Bye-bye for now.